Goes back for Mikel Oyarzabal. Space for him, shoots. And oh, what a strike from Mikel Oyarzabal. Looking for Marcus, controls it well. Rashford now 1v1. Puts this one in the back of the net. Another brilliant counter-attack. Let's be cheeky and sip the tea again. It's now time for the Champions League round of 16 draw and to find out who we'll be up against in the next round of this competition. We did finish first in the group and theoretically it should give us an easier opponent, but let's see who we're up against in the round of 16. And wow, it's Barcelona. Of all possible teams, it's Barcelona we're facing in the Champions League round of 16. Our journey in this competition could be over right here, right now. It's Barcelona. I know they haven't been themselves in the last few seasons, but away at the camp now with Leo Messi in their team, this is going to be a big test for us in this series. We've drawn Barcelona in the Champions League round of 16. Welcome to episode number 11 of the Man United Career Mode series on Next Gen FIFA. Now, last episode we completed the signing of Sergio Ramos, and now that I think about it, we're up against Barca. Ramos might just be what we need to potentially knock them out. I mean, it really is a big episode today. Our Champions League fate is going to be on the line. We're up against Barca. It's going to be a cracking episode. Premier League games as well. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's get things underway. Today's video is sponsored by Onefootball. And well, they've planned something incredible for you guys for the upcoming new year. Onefootball are giving away 1 million FIFA points. I mean, just in time for the Team of the Year promo as well. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description below, download the Onefootball app, sign up for the giveaway. All the instructions will be there through the link in the description and have a chance at winning 1 million FIFA points. Onefootball is the best football news app to have to stay up to date with the footballing world, and make sure you click the link in the description and sign up for the giveaway. Before all the Champions League drama, time for a press conference. First question of the day. Now that you've signed Sergio Ramos, who will take penalties for you, Ramos or Bruno Fernandes? Good question, but I think I'm going to stick with Bruno Fernandes. He's been here at the club now for a fairly long time, and he hasn't really disappointed me with his penalties, so I'm going to stick with that. And yeah, Bruno Fernandes will continue to take penalties for me in this series, at least for now. Next up, how do you reckon what your title chances are? So I guess this question pertains to the Premier League. Not so good, I suppose. We're 7 points off the top, Liverpool leading and doing it incredibly well. We've dropped way too many points in games we should have won, and because of that we're second in the league, but there's still about, 12 games left in the Prem. Anything can still happen, but it's looking highly likely that Liverpool win the Premier League this season. But hey, we've just got to push and hope for the best. I do want to try and challenge Liverpool for the Premier League title even this season, if not 100% doing it in the next one. But yeah, the hopes right now do not look that good because 7 points at this stage is still very big. Next up, how many seasons do you plan to do with Manchester United? So I think definitely we're doing 2 seasons. It depends on whether we achieve a lot of success, a lot of trophies. It depends on that whether we're going to do a season 3 or not. Like, let's say we fail to win even the Prem or even the Champions League next season, then I think we're going to be doing a season 3 to, end this series off in the best possible way. Similarly, if in season 3 we also fail to win any major trophy, we'll then be going on to a season 4 as well. So it all depends on how much we achieve on the pitch with Manchester United. So at the moment, I'm not sure how many seasons we're going to do, but quite a few, I guess, is the best answer. But with that press conference done, let's push on. Really was a solid episode for David De Gea as he made quite a few saves to help us even in the FA Cup from getting knocked out against Wolves. He put in a great performance there and overall made some key saves, and with that picks up the Player of the Episode award. Before we get any further, one thing, Bruno Fernandes, his assist record at the club right now is just absurd. 21 assists so far, 15 in the Premier League. I think the assist record in the Premier League is 20, and Bruno is well on course to break it. Imagine he does that. I mean, Bruno Fernandes has been just simply sensational as a provider, as a creator, and even goals-wise. I mean, 13 goals in the Premier League. His stats are just absurdly good for us, and hopefully he'll help us knock out Barcelona today. Now, last episode, we did take on an impossible challenge to score off corners. That didn't work out well, and the forfeit is to take corners with David De Gea for the entire episode. I just hope we don't get corners in this one, especially against Barcelona. Imagine having to track back and defend against Messi without a goalkeeper. Oh my god, is that going to be tragic? But that's the forfeit for today. Today's challenge is a lot more interesting. Keep it clean. do not get any cards with any players in this episode, and the players we do get bookings with, we're gonna have to bench them for the next episode. So that's an interesting one. So no yellow and red cards. Thankfully, I don't really pick up that many bookings, so shouldn't be much of a problem. Hopefully we'll get through this challenge without any casualties. Honestly, when you finish first in the Champions League group, you expect to get like an easier opponent and not a 5-time Champions League winner in Barcelona. That is just such bad luck, but it's going to be two phenomenal games against them. I think Barcelona are still favourites because they've simply got Messi. And yeah, it's going to be two difficult games, as I just said. Looking at the other games though, Inter-City is going to be interesting. Sevilla, Liverpool, Atleti, Juventus, Lazio, Chelsea, Atalanta, Dortmund, PSG, Real Madrid, Marseille, Bayern, Munich. Some cracking fixtures in there. Any big teams getting knocked out? Let's see. Juve finished top of the group here as well, even in real life. Dortmund, Lazio through. No surprises at all. I mean, Ajax getting knocked out maybe. But yeah, no surprises whatsoever in the Champions League this season. That is interesting. Let's see what are Barcelona up to in La Liga. In real life, they're 7th or 8th in the league right now. So they've been really bad. But on FIFA, I presume they're top of the league. Or at least 2nd. Yep, they are top of the league. We're playing the best team in Spain at the moment. Barcelona, 56 points. They've lost just 3 games. Drawn 2. Fighting heavily with Atleti for La Liga. Real Madrid 5th in the league though in La Liga is interesting. But here we go. We're up against a tough team now. Don't think that this is the Barcelona we're seeing in real life. This on FIFA is different, so it's going to be big. Good to know that we can play our strikers once again in this episode. So Anthony Martial is back in the team. Rashford snouts out wide. We've got Oyarzabal, Bruno, Van de Beek, Kimmich. Sergio Ramos gets to play against Barcelona once again, and I'm sure he'll want to deliver a good performance. At the camp now, we need a strong result. Looking at the Barca team, they've got Messi, of course, their captain, Aubameyang, Griezmann playing left wing, Ricky Puig starting for them in cam. That's something Barca should do in real life, but they won't. But Puig starts here. Alba, Longley, Lindelof, Roberto. That defense looks awful, and I think we can get at them. This Barca team doesn't look as dangerous as they once looked. I think we've got maybe half a chance here. This is going to be an even game. Man United versus Barcelona, Champions League, round of 16. This is it. Not gonna lie, when we first drew Barcelona, I was disappointed. Like, I don't want to be playing against Barcelona so early on in the competition. Like, come on, that is just painful. But the thought of knocking out Barcelona, imagine what a statement it would be. And that's what we're gonna go for here. Premier League is out of reach, but if we can have a dream run in the Champions League, and to do that, we'll need a result here at the camp now against Barca. Let's push for it, man. Let's freaking push for it. I think we've got the team to make it happen. We need a strong result here at the camp now, and then anything can happen at Old Trafford. That's going to be my approach. Let's get it. That front three of Messi, Aubameyang and Griezmann, I think is going to be lethal. You've got Messi's creativity and technical ability. You've got Aubameyang's pace, Griezmann's movement. I mean, on paper, it looks something that should be special, but we'll see if it can break through our defense. We've now got Ramos as well, helping us out massively. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough battle defensively as well, I think, this game. Martial now looks for Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal is very experienced in playing against Barcelona, thanks to his Real Sociedad past. Still on the ball here. Does really well to find Bruno. Bruno tries to turn and shoot, goes down inside the box, but the ref's not giving that. I think Sergio Roberto got a bit of the ball there. I see Alex Telles making a good run. Here we go. Cross back in for Marcus. The header is decent, but Ter Stegen read that well. A good save from the German. That was again good build-up play. Rashford and Telles linking up really well. Kind of similar to what Marcelo and Cristiano Ronaldo did. So that's an interesting parallel there. Here's Rashford again. Looks inside for Bruno Fernandes. Still Bruno. Right foot. Tries to curl it in. Ter Stegen with a big save. 15 minutes into this one. It's looking like Barcelona are as clueless as it gets. I mean, are we going to see a big Champions League dropping for Barcelona yet again? Because they've been embarrassing in this competition in the last few years. And they've started off this game terribly. Ramos again getting the ball off Ricky Puig and just bullying him there. Okay, Route 1 football from Barca as it's Antoine Griezmann running against my defense. Wan-Bissaka cannot keep up. Ramos goes in for the block but can't get there. And out of nowhere, against the run of play, Barcelona have taken the lead. This is unexpected because I thought we were so much better than them. Dominant, we were creating chances. We were moving the ball around well, keeping possession. One long ball from Sergio Busquets and our defense completely exposed. I guess that's the level of, Champions League football. Griezmann with the goal. De Gea couldn't keep that one out, and we're 1-0 down. But honestly, I still feel we've got enough in the tank to turn the situation around. Barcelona, even though they've scored, they look pretty average, guys. I'll be real. So I'm confident we've got what it takes to turn this around. Again, the goal scorer, he's having a good game. Finds Aubameyang brilliantly. De Gea with the save. Frenkie de Jong collects it. De Gea may have just kept us in this time with that save. 2-0 down in the first half to Barca. I'm afraid there was no coming back to that. But out of nowhere, Barcelona now look like the dominant team. One goal can just completely change the entire complexion of a game. It's crazy. As now it's Messi on the ball. Barcelona in the rhythm now. Aubameyang. Still Aubameyang finds Messi in a dangerous position. Messi looks to bring it back inside with a few La Croquetas. Sergio Busquets. This is incredible from Barca. They're just not giving me the ball. What am I supposed to do here? Aubameyang again. Busquets. Messi now. I think he's on. Still Messi. Gets past Ramos. Keeps it in. This is endless possession from Barca. This is what they do. Griezmann now shoots. De Gea makes a good save. But Barcelona in the rhythm. And we are struggling to cope. Half time, guys, and this has been a weird one. I thought we started off really well. Created a lot of chances. But then the goal came for Barca. And it's been all Barcelona since then. Second half, I think we need a few changes. I was going to bring on Edinson Cavani for Anthony Martial. But you know what? I'm just keeping Martial on. You never know when he steps up and has that big moment, because he's that kind of a player. So I'm not making any changes so far. Looks now for Bruno Fernandes. Gets it into his stride. Could play it for Rashford, but I thought Roberto did really well to hold him up. Now it's Alex Telles with some good movement here. Still Alex Telles. Cross back to far post. Van de Beek with the header, but Alba read that well. Gets it away. And now it's a corner for us. And guess what? We're going to have to take this one with David De Gea. This is legit the worst possible scenario. Imagine we score off a corner that De Gea takes. Let's see. Whipping it in. It's actually half decent. No, it isn't. De Gea is going to have to run back here. Let's just keep the ball with Van de Beek and not make a mistake. I hope I don't get more corners because this is honestly painful. Martial, and now I see some movement here. Finally, we're getting some movement. Mikel Oyarzabal, former Real Sociedad player, chance for him against Barca, but Lenglet's defending on point, and we're struggling to break down the Barca defense. Sees Van de Beek in space. Van de Beek going for the finesse shot out of nowhere. Van de Beek, oh my days. That is a lifeline for Manchester United. Van de Beek ripping one from outside the box against Barcelona. Incredible. The Dutchman has stunned the Camp Nou faithful as Barcelona are level with Manchester United here. And this has happened out of nowhere from a throw-in. Kimmich finds Van de Beek. Finesse shot outside the box. Ter Stegen caught napping. Nothing Barcelona could do about that one. It was a phenomenal finish from Van de Beek from outside the box as well. A big goal for us. And it's an away goal as well. Don't forget that. 1-1 against Barca. An incredible late goal for us in this tie. If things are level here and remain level, going back to Old Trafford, we'll have the advantage because of the away goal. And that will be huge. We now defend like our lives depend on it. Messi. That's a bad tackle from Sergio Ramos. That's a bad one. He could get booked for that. And that means he misses the next episode. No booking for Ramos. Please be no booking. Let's go. It wasn't a booking. Oh my god, was that stressful. I thought 100% he was going to get a yellow card for that. So far, no yellow cards for us, surprisingly. And even Sergio Ramos avoided getting a booking for that one. As the cross comes in, Wijnaldum's header saved by De Gea. And that is how the game ends at the Camp Nou. A difficult game of football against Barca. But I think we held our own, especially towards the end of the game. Van de Beek with a magic moment, and Manchester United actually have a very good chance of going through against Barca. That second leg at Old Trafford is going to be tremendous. Cavani disappointed that he didn't play against Barcelona. I mean, it happens, dude. When you're competing with Anthony Martial, you're going to have problems. I'm just going to say keep working on your game. It's tough competition between Cavani and Martial. We're now back to the Premier League for the rest of this episode. Liverpool have extended their gap over us, but that's because they've played a game more than us. So let's keep pace with them by beating Burnley in this next one. Burnley in 15th in the league. Of course, they're a frustrating team to play. We're going to play this one and hopefully give them a good bashing. I want 3 points here. Okay, I've got a big question for you guys about Anthony Martial. Do you guys rate his performances so far this season? Honestly, I feel he's been a bit underwhelming, you know. I mean, stats do look good. 17 goals in 24 games. But on the pitch, I feel like he doesn't contribute all that much. Most of the time, his goals are like tap-ins or simple finishes. Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, of course, contribute a lot more. I feel like Anthony Martial hasn't lived up to the expectation. And maybe next season we look to replace him. I don't know, it's just a thought I've got recently. Because in the big games, I don't really feel the presence of Anthony Martial. I don't know if that's something you guys can relate with. Let me know in the comments section. Because Cavani has got similar stats to Martial in pretty much the same games as well. So Martial isn't clearly doing anything extraordinary. But let me know what your take is on this situation. Just making a few changes to rotate the squad for this one. Cavani is in the lineup. Mason Greenwood starts as well. Good to see Greenwood pick up a couple of overalls on his rating. Now he's 78. Luke Shaw gets a start. But apart from that, pretty much a good team that I'm putting, and it should be enough to get a result against Burnley, who are 15th in the Premier League. Now I know they're an annoying team to face, but this year I think I can definitely cope with Burnley. Let's get into it. I know we've had a difficult game against Barca recently, but there's no excuse of not delivering against Burnley right now. We need a good performance from the team here, and we may be off to a good start as Marcus Rashford has broken through. Difficult angle, goes for the goal with his left foot and bangs it home. Marcus Rashford, how has he finessed that? I have no idea. I went for the finesse shot as well then, and it just went in. With his left foot, I don't know what kind of a shot type that was. I did press the RB and circle button, so I'm confused here. But how has he beaten the keeper? Fair enough, that is a wonderful finish from Marcus Rashford. And just the start we needed against a team like Burnley. The keeper made a big mistake there. I mean, he really should have saved that. But I'll take it, I'll take it. Absolutely will take it. 1-0 up, courtesy of a Marcus Rashford goal. How many does he have in the Premier League? 12 goals from that left-hand side. Unreal. Cavani now for Marcus Rashford, who seems to be in the mood for this one. Simple pass for Edinson Cavani. How? Of all the players, it was Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who we sold to Burnley, who put in a block, of course, a sure 100% guaranteed goal by Cavani. That is so unlucky right there. But we're still on the attack here. Cavani on the ball. Not much support, and he gives it away cheaply. Oh, he still keeps it, but can't do much with it. That's actually poor hold-up play from Cavani. I think we expect a bit more from the Uruguayan. Greenwood inside. Mason. That's a good pass for Bruno Fernandes. Tries to chip the keeper. It's audacious from Bruno, but he pulled it off to perfection. Yet another goal for Bruno Fernandes. Greenwood celebrates with him. Deservedly so, because that was a class assist from Mason Greenwood. I mean, he picked his spot perfectly. Burnley on FIFA 20 aren't as menacing as you'd expect, because they're just getting cut open right here. What a finish from Bruno Fernandes, who continues his incredible form for us in this series. That's yet another goal for him. Have a look at that for a chip shot. It was sublime. Oh, Bruno looking for Van der Beek. This has to be a goal now. He's just going to square it for Cavani. Of course he's going to score. 3-0 up for Man United here. Burnley just cannot compete. 3 really good goals, and it's a dominant display from us against Burnley. And I think it's just the smart thing to do now is to just jump to sim, get this game out of the way. I don't want to be playing against Burnley anymore, but they've just made things so easy for us. By the way, one thing I've noticed in this episode is how less we do get corners and stuff like that. That's why having to, take corners with De Gea hasn't really affected us all that much, and we've coped with it pretty well. Van der Beek adds another one to our performance. 4-0. Good to see Van der Beek now grab a goal in this one. We've had 4 different goal scorers in this game. I think we should make a few changes as well, just to keep the squad fully fit. I might just give Ramos a bit of a rest. We'll bring on Tuanzebe. We'll bring on Fred as well for maybe Bruno Fernandes. I want to also bring off Van der Beek. So we'll have Fred playing in Canberra. I don't think it should make that much of a difference. So yeah, we'll keep the squad rotated by doing this. 4-0 up. Doesn't matter all that much anyways. And well, that's how the game finishes. A 4-0 win for us. And yeah, against Burnley, I'll take the clean sheet. Another big question I've got for you guys. When do y'all think is the right time to promote some of our youth academy prospects? Mikel Mickelbust is a player I'm so keen to try. 5-star skills. Decent stats all round. I mean, for his age. Can't wait to see him on the pitch. But is it time to promote him to the senior team? Let me know if we should wait a bit. We've got another couple of players who are 16 as well. I think we'll definitely wait on them. For now, I'm just going to be putting an inverted wide midfielder training plan on Mickelbust to get that weak foot up as quickly as possible. But yeah, what is your plan basically, guys? What do you all think we should be doing with the youth academy players? Because I feel like we've got 3 really good players in here right now. And we should start just maybe thinking about promoting them or loaning them out and different possibilities. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Leicester City are like the dark horses in the Premier League, man. Even in real life, they somehow find themselves in the top 4 because of having a good squad and Jamie Vardy, a good coach as well in Brendan Rodgers. And even in this series, they're 3rd in the Premier League, just 3 points off us. And guess what? The next game we've got away King Power Stadium. this is going to be a tricky one. Getting a result here would be nice, you know, to keep pace with Liverpool. I know there's 7 points clear, but you never know. Liverpool might hit a bad patch and we can take advantage of that. So we've got to keep winning to keep pace with them. So Leicester City, Man United, let's get into it. Going with the strongest possible 11 I can go with for this one, like Rashford, Bruno, Martial, all of them starting. Looking at that Leicester team, they've got a few fitness issues, which is good news for us. Like, look at that there. Fullbacks look tired. Harvey Barnes looks exhausted. By the way, Barnes, I think, is the top scorer in the Premier League right now. So he's a player we need to be really aware of. Moussa Dembele, that midfield of Tielemans and Ndidi is the danger. And yes, they're playing a 5 at the back. So not sure what to expect from this one, but let's get into it. Second versus third in the Premier League. We put up a really good showing against Barcelona earlier on in this episode. A big 4-0 win against Burnley. Let's follow that up with a solid performance here against Leicester to keep pace with Liverpool at the top. We've got the squad to beat them. They're having stamina problems. Best chance for us to get a result against Leicester is probably this game. Rashford looking for Martial. Chests it down brilliantly. That is unbelievable from Anthony Martial. That is why Anthony Martial has to be a part of this team, because he just provides moments like this in certain games where you just go, wow. And this was one of them. He got it under control so well with the chest. Pushed forward as well, good dribbling, and once he got it on his right foot, you know what was coming. You just knew what was coming. A lovely finish towards the right side of the net, and Kasper Schmeichel couldn't do much about it. Anthony Martial gives us the early lead against Leicester City, a big goal for us, and Rashford picks up the assist for that one. Mikel Oyarzabal, that is a good ball out wide for Rashford. Oh, the control, did you guys see that first touch? That was unbelievable. Looks for Martial. Back now inside for Bruno Fernandes, squaring this one for Van de Beek, and that has to be one of the best team goals I have ever scored on FIFA. Simply sensational. What on earth was that? We've just pulled off on, how do I even describe this? From one side to the other, we moved the ball so well. Rashford with one of the best touches you'll ever see. And after that, Martial, Bruno, Van de Beek, everyone involved. It was sublime football, and you can see the fatigue on the Leicester players. They just simply cannot keep up, as Manchester United now cruising at the King Power. We're 2-0 up. I think I need to see a replay here. I need to see a proper, complete replay of this, because, yeah, starting from the ball played by Mikel Oyarzabal, because it was simply unreal. Let's take a look, guys. Mikel Oyarzabal first. Lovely ball for Marcus Rashford, and look at that first touch now. Oh my god. Shades of Zinedine Zidane right there, guys. Shades of Zinedine Zidane. Gets it under control. Attacking now. The Leicester defense finds Anthony Martial. Back inside for... I wanted to play this one for Rashford, but Bruno got there first. And then I just saw Van de Beek completely empty. Bang. Simple as it gets. What a goal from Man United. Uh-oh. Moussa Dembele is broken through here. Chance for him to get Leicester back in the game. Still Dembele. It's good play. Harvey Barnes now top scorer in the Prem on the ball here. Brings it inside. Upamecano shows what's up there. That is unreal defending from him. And we could hit them on the break again. We've been so effective on the break as Mikel Oyarzabal is through. This is just unbelievable counter-attacking football. Oyarzabal finds Anthony Martial, and I rainbow flicked the ball in just for banter. Manchester United 3-0. Just lethal on the break, guys. Leicester City with the low stamina on their fullbacks just cannot compete. They just simply cannot, and Manchester United are going to be getting another simple victory similar to what happened against Burnley. The cheeky rainbow flick there from Anthony Martial as well was really nice. Have a look at that, guys. Was just having a bit of fun at the end there. There you go. Man United 3, Leicester City 0. Just makes sense now to jump to sim and get this game out of the way. That's exactly what we're going to do. Harvey Barnes gets a goal back for Leicester City, but it's still 3-1 Man United, so I'm still comfortable. If it's 3-2, we'll jump back in. One thing I will say, selling Pogba, I think, has given this team so much more balance. I don't really use Joshua Kimmich going forwards. All he does is win the ball back for me, plays it to Bruno, Van de Beek, or to one of our wingers, and it's just perfect. The balance of the team we've got right now is just incredible, and that's why we're coping with teams like even Barcelona on the European front. And yeah, signing Kimmich has been a big boon, I feel. Well, there you go. Anthony Martial gets himself another goal. It's 4-1. I don't think we need to jump in anytime soon. Is that a hat-trick for Martial? It is. I was criticizing him earlier on in this episode, and he bags a hat-trick. And some quality goals as well. Fair enough, Martial. When we criticize him, he really does end up stepping up. We make it 5-1. This is getting a bit embarrassing for Leicester City. Oyarzabal this time the goal scorer. What a game it's been for us. 5-1 is how that game finished between us and Leicester City. We've closed the gap down to Liverpool to just 4 points, but of course they've got a game less played, so that is certainly interesting. But a bit of bad news, guys, as Bruno Fernandes has just suffered a torn or a pulled hip flexor, actually, not a torn hip flexor, that would have been brutal, but he will be out for the next 7 days. The question is he going to miss the Barcelona game? 7 days from now. Oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be really, really tight. Is he going to make it? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and find out. But my God, it's that intense. Whether Bruno will play against Barca or not, it's a big doubt. Quick simming this one against Aston Villa in the FA Cup. Let's hope we can get through them. 3-0 win. I'll absolutely take that. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Oh, hello there. We've got another top youth academy prospect coming from the academy. Thomas Hale. Looks good, guys. 2 million is his value already. We'll definitely sign him up. Finally, the youth academy is coming up clutch for us, guys. Let's go. We're now playing the worst team in the Premier League in Sheffield United away from home. I'm rotating the squad for this one using the second team. And we just about get a win. That was close, but I'll take a 2-1 win. Now my first team should be fully rested up for that Barca game. This is fantastic. Bruno Fernandes is completely recovered from his injuries, pretty much on full stamina as well. He will start against Barca in that next episode. We end off the episode on a very good note by beating Sheffield. And because of that in the Prem, how close are we to Liverpool? The gap is just 2 points. Liverpool are starting to drop points, guys. We may have a title race here, because if Liverpool win their next game, they'll only be 5 above us. That's absolutely perfect. And Liverpool have a Merseyside derby coming up as well. So, you know what? The Premier League title hopes could still be alive. Player of the episode, Anthony Martial, definitely a big contender. What an episode he had. A hat-trick against Leicester. Rashford I thought was superb in this episode. So was Van de Beek scoring against Barca. Let me know who you think deserves to win the award. By the way, we've completed today's episode's challenge. Not a single player on the team picked up a booking, so that is awesome. Also, about last episode's forfeit, we didn't really get to do many corners with De Gea because, I don't know, I didn't even get many corners. So the ones we took with De Gea, nothing happened with them, so all good. But this is where I'm leaving you guys. Next episode, big game against Barcelona at Old Trafford that will decide who goes through to the quarterfinals. That's going to be tremendous. But for now, this is where we're wrapping things up. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around, and I'll catch you all next time.